Hi, Craig here. I just wanted to do a video on how we heat our van in the colder weather. We use these buddy heater, which are very popular. I highly recommend these. They're great and they work. They just work excellent. But there are some things that you'll have problems with. I use mine with the larger propane tank, as it actually saves you a lot of money in propane using these. And in order to do that, you actually have to use a different hose. Before, what I did was I got the filter, which the filter actually mounts right up in here, and then I got a hose that actually connects to the tank. And that one worked great for quite a while. I used it for about a year. Well, anyways, after about a year, it started acting up, and I tried to light it, and it would the pilot would go right out once I turned it to the low position. And I couldn't figure out what was going on, and I was planning on going on a trip, so I just went out and bought another buddy heater. And with that, I bought a new hose, and I bought an aftermarket hose, which had the fitting, which is this, well, actually, this type of fitting right here, if you can see it. And that actually fitting right there goes to my stove, so don't confuse that. At any rate, I bought that one, put a filter on it. It lasted about 3 months. Then it started doing that same thing again, and I was concerned that I maybe messed up the heater. I thought maybe I clogged it up like my other one. So anyways, what I did was I took two of the small cans and that screw right on here. You don't use a filter or anything. I screwed them in, tried it, and it worked fine. So I was like relieved to see that. So from there, I was reading actually a couple other YouTube channels. They mentioned it, but they never mentioned the problem, what I was having, where I'd light and it would just go out, light and go out. And everybody was saying, oh, you need to clean out the gas feed right in here. I'm pointing at it the right way. Well, anyways, I did that. It wasn't even really dirty. And then I kind of remember hearing that you could actually, these hoses are not all the same. And so I started checking around, and I found out that Mr. Heater makes their own hose, which they recommend you using with these. And originally, I was told, or I learned, that you should use a filter. Well, Mr. Heater said you can use just this hose without a filter. It has something to do with the way the hose gives off oil. It clogs up the filter, and apparently that's what was happening to mine. So I got this filter, this hose. It's a 10-foot hose, and the part number I'll leave in the description, also on the screen. And you got to use this type of hose. And anyways, after I put the hose on, it's got a different kind of fitting, which I don't really like these type. They actually screw the opposite direction, and they're hard to get tight. But anyways, I just kind of dealt with it, and it works great now, and no problem at all. And I'm sure the one I have at home, well, actually back at in my RV, is okay. This is Heather here, because she wants to kind of come outside. But anyways, I wanted to mention that with this hose, I highly recommend getting it if you're having a problem with it starting and shutting off. So, something to learn.